Welcome to Salt Lake City International Airport. I just arrived here from Denver, and my next destination is Atlanta. This video is being recorded with pivot head DVR eyewear. The time that you see in the lower right-hand corner of the screen is off by 1 hour. To get the actual time, add 1 hour to that. The pivot head eyewear takes decent video at 1080p at 30 frames per second, but you can't zoom in or zoom out, and there's no image stabilization. So as I walk and move my head, the camera motion is kind of erratic. Since this video was recorded, I believe that Pivot Head went out of business, and these DVR eyewear glasses are no longer available. Also, since this video was recorded, the Pivot Head stopped working, so I can't use it anymore to make videos. Here is a little bit of trivia relating to Salt Lake City and this airport. In the movie Dumb and Dumber, with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, some of the external scenes were filmed in Salt Lake City, and the airport scene was filmed here, at this airport. However, I don't recall any of the movie actually taking place in Salt Lake City. In the movie Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey played a character called Lloyd Christmas, who was infatuated with a character called Mary Swanson, played by Lauren Holly, and he pursued her to Aspen, Colorado. The movie was released in 1994, and Jim Carrey and Lauren Holly married in 1996. But the marriage lasted less than a year, and they divorced in 1997. Being based in Atlanta, my airline of choice is Delta, and I fly Delta whenever I have to fly somewhere. If you fly regularly or semi-regularly, then I recommend choosing an airline which is most convenient to you. Join its frequent flyer program and stick with it. Only fly that airline, because then you'll start accumulating points and you'll get status. And whatever status it is, gold, silver, in the case of Delta, platinum, diamond, you get certain perks, certain privileges, certain benefits. And one of those benefits might be lounge access, such as this, the Delta Sky Club. Other benefits are priority boarding, the ability to choose preferred seats at the time of booking, free upgrades, maybe companion certificates where you could take a friend with you on a flight and not pay extra for them. So that's my recommendation. Suppose that you join the frequent flyer programs of United, Delta, American Airlines, and you fly all three of them periodically instead of just one. Well, all the miles that you're accumulating on those airlines are only going to go toward the frequent flyer program for that particular airline, and it's going to take you longer to reach status on that airline. Whereas if you would take all those miles that you flew for just one airline, you're going to get status much quicker. For the past several years, I've flown a lot, and I'm spoiled. Whenever I fly and I have a layover, then I like to spend my time in the lounge, where the liquor is free. They have free food, although sometimes the food isn't that great. Sometimes it's just snacks, cold foods, chips, popcorn, some vegetables, but rarely do they have any meat. However, in some of the better lounges and some of the bigger lounges at the more busy airports and the international terminals, they have a lot better selection of food in the lounge. Usually have some kind of warm food which includes meat. After spending time in the lounge, I am now on my way to the gate to board the airplane, headed towards Atlanta. On my way to the gate, I'll talk a little bit about Salt Lake City Airport. This airport is a Delta hub, and that means that there are a lot of flights in and out of this airport by Delta Airlines. In fact, Delta is the primary airline that uses Salt Lake City. They do have flights from American, United, and some other airlines, but most of the flights in and out are on Delta Airlines. The busiest routes between Salt Lake City and other airports are Denver, Atlanta, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Dallas, Seattle, Las Vegas, San Diego, Chicago, and Portland, in that order. This is an international airport, and the busiest international routes from this airport to other destinations are Amsterdam, Paris, Vancouver, Toronto, Cancun, Mexico City, London, Calgary, Guadalajara, and San Jose del Cabo in Mexico. The market share among airlines at Salt Lake City are Delta Airlines at number 1 with 74.54%. Number 2 is Southwest Airlines at 9.94%. Third is American Airlines at 6.53%. Fourth is United Airlines at 4.82%. And fifth is Frontier Airlines at 2.32%. There are other airlines that fly to and from Salt Lake City, such as Aeromexico and KLM. There are 93 cities in North America and Europe to which you can reach from Salt Lake City nonstop. Salt Lake City is the 28th busiest airport in the world in terms of aircraft operations. Among major U.S. airports, this airport ranks high for on-time departures and arrivals and fewest flight cancellations. And here is some more trivia for you. Gate lice. According to Urban Dictionary, the definition of gate lice is passenger or often inexperienced flyers in kettle class who crowd around or line up at a gate at an airport, completely blocking the boarding area and preventing first and business class passengers from being able to get on the plane when they're allowed to. They can also cause delays and confusion if a passenger in a wheelchair needs to board, as the chair has to plow through the mass of gate lice hovering around the gate. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, you're a gate louse. Actually, not really, because I'm first class. So as soon as they let on the women and children and the crippled people, then I get to board. I should tell Blondie standing there in front of me that she could board since she has a kid with her. Hi there. Well, this is it. Head down through this gangplank, or whatever they call it, to get on the airplane. Thanks for watching, and if you like this kind of video, I have a lot more that I'm going to be uploading pretty soon. I also have a lot of travel videos, so if you're interested in travel videos, I've got a bunch coming.